Dear teachers, welcome to JS in English Learning. We are with Unit 4 of the revised PG-TRB syllabus, and we are discussing T.S. Eliot's a famous poem, The Wasteland, which was published in 1922. And the theme of the poem is disillusionment and cultural decay in the post-World War I era. After World War I, a world changed completely, and what happened was people lost faith in God. Because of losing faith in God and losing faith in the institutionalized religion, people lost touch with morality. People started being immoral, and immorality was the order of the day, and that is highlighted in the second section titled A Game of Chess. It begins with a description of a modern woman who is living a carefree life, a woman who is selling her body to men. A seductress image is given, and while describing this modern woman who is in a hotel room, you find that there are many men who are passing by, and you find the author is overlapping the image of the modern woman, a prostitute, with Cleopatra. This is how allusive the author is. ரொம்ப அல்யூசிவாவே இருக்காரு. என்ன அப்படின்னா, இங்க மாடர்ன் உமன் ஒரு பிராத்தல் ஹவுஸ்ல ஒரு லேடி உட்கார்ந்துருக்காங்க. ஷி இஸ் filling herself with artificial elements. There is no natural fragrance, but there is artificial fragrance. She is smearing herself with lot of makeup items, and she is getting ready to seduce men who come to her. And she is also getting ready for the game of love making. Okay, இவ்வளவு விஷயத்தை சொல்லும் பொழுது அந்த ரூமை டிஸ்கிரைப் பண்றாரு. How the room was well prepared for romance. அதையும் நமக்கு சொல்றாரு. என்ன மாதிரி அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, look at the way the room was well illuminated with antique pictures, antique portrait, and there is an antique portrait of Cupidon. Cupidon na yaru? Who is Cupidon?
Roman god of love.
Yeah, Roman god of love, the little spirit god, the son of the goddess of love. Who is the goddess of love in Greek mythology and the Roman mythology? What are the names? Venus in Greek mythology and Aphrodite in Roman mythology. You will find she has a fairy son, Cupid with the arrow. நமக்கு அப்படியே இங்க parallel பாத்தீங்கன்னா, நம்ம mythology we have மன்மதன் a character, and மன்மதன் with his அம்பு, மன்மதன் அம்பு அப்படின்லாம் படம்லாம் எடுத்துட்டாங்க. Okay, அப்போ you find that is symbolically stated that she is going to target men and she is going to seduce them, and she is preparing the house also. And the room எப்படி இருந்தது? It is candle light lit room. Seven seven branch what is it? The word that is given is candelabra. Candelabra means the candle stand with the seven branched flames, and you find that there is lot of preparation for the act of love making. Did you get that, teachers? And then we were speaking about another portrait. In another portrait, there was the image of Philomela. Okay, Philomela, you know, Philomela was actually raped by her own brother-in-law. Okay, she had a sister by name Procene, and Procene was married to a barbarous king by name Tyreus, and Tyreus he fell in love with Philomela. He wanted to rape her. He raped her, and he again attempted to rape her and kill her. And knowing that her life was in danger, Philomela was fleeing from Tyreus. Both Philomela and Procene they were running, and they were helped by Zeus, and Zeus converted her into a nightingale, and even Tyreus transformed into a swallow, and he was chasing her. That shows the pursuit of love. Okay, and then the description goes towards, the visitor to the lady, the prostitute, and the ladyக்கு visitors வராங்க. Visitors வந்தோன்னே then the love act begins, and that is actually described here using a French term, jug jug to dirty ears, in the sense the sound that is made by the male and the female in the act of love making, that is there. Okay, and then we are moving on to the next one. என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, there are footsteps which are arriving to that particular place, and the man is satisfied with the little lovemaking that he had, and he tries to rush out of the room, but the female is not satisfied. She wants the lover to stay a little longer. Okay, look at the way the lady is actually putting her feelings across. My nerves are bad tonight. It's bad. Stay with me. Speak to me. It is not just the act of love that the lady was in need of, that she needed, okay, some kind of consolation, some kind of comfort from the man. Okay, why do you speak? Why do you never speak? Speak. She is asking the man to speak, but the man is not ready to speak and give her consolation. He wants only, okay, sex from her. This is how sex has become what do you say, a mere action for people. Okay, the spiritual element attached with sex is not actually touched upon in the modern times. Sex is just seen as an act of easing the tension or getting bit of pleasure, beyond which sex is not seen as a spiritual act அப்படிங்கிறத நமக்கு சொல்றாரு. Are you there, teachers? Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Now, while the lady is asking about all these things, the man seems to be preoccupied with something else. The man is preoccupied with something. So the lady is trying to decipher what the man was thinking. Okay, man was preoccupied. What was the man preoccupied with? Abdina, she guesses and she is asking him, what are you thinking of? What thinking? What? I never knew what you are thinking. Think. I think, look at the way the man tells. I think we are in Rat's Alley where the dead men lost their lives. So the man who has come to ease the tension with the prostitute was a man from the war front. Okay, he is indulging in the act of lovemaking, but he is not deriving any kind of spiritual comfort from that. Even while indulging in this act, he is thinking about the war front. He is very much troubled by the images of the dead men who have lost their bones. And now look at the next thing. What is the noise? The wind under the foot. What is the noise now? What is the wind doing? Nothing again doing. Do. She is telling, come on, don't waste time. You came here, you paid for doing certain things. Do it. You know nothing. Do you see nothing? Do you remember nothing? I remember those are pearls that were his eyes. Are you alive or not? Is there nothing in your head but? The line is taken from Tempest. And the speaker of this line is Ariel. Okay, Ariel speaks about Ferdinand and to trouble the father of Ferdinand, Alonso. அலன்சோவை வந்து கொஞ்சம் ட்ரபிள் பண்றதுக்காக என்ன பண்றாரு, அப்படியே சைக்கலாஜிக்கலா ட்ரபிள் பண்ணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக உன் பையன் இப்படி கிடக்குறான் அப்படின்னோன்னா, the man is in complete chaos, confused state, in a broken state. அதே ஸ்டேட்ல தான் அந்த மேனும் இருக்கான். He is not able to do the act of love making fully. முழுமையாக அந்த லவ் மேக்கிங்ல அவனால ஈடுபட முடியல. But the lady is actually becoming a performer in the act of love making now. Look at the way, ooh, 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 that Shakespearean rag. It's so elegant, it's so intelligent. Normally in traditional lovemaking, it's the man who is a performer and the lady is a passive receiver. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's a woman who is a performer and the man is a passive receiver and the man is bit troubled physically. அதனால அவன் என்ன பண்றான்? கத்துறான். Oh, brilliant, excellent. He is calling the prostitute as a Shakespearean rag. Okay, witch. You are a witch. You are a powerful lady. That's the meaning. And he says, it's beautiful. That which you do to me is so elegant, so intelligent. What shall I do now? What shall I do? The lady is again asking. I shall rush out as I am and walk the street. The man says, I'm not ready to be here anymore. It's over. I'm going to rush out with my hair down. So, what shall we do tomorrow? What shall we do? Okay, that's one beautiful thing. Okay, you need to understand this. The hot water at 10. This particular line is taken from the Tempest. Where is it taken from?
Tempest.
Okay. Tempest. Now, what is the contemporary relevance? He is telling the hot water at 10. At 10 o'clock, meet me in a particular place. Or if it rains, okay, it's enough that we have a closed car at 4 o'clock. ஒரு சின்ன கார் இருந்தா போதும், அந்த காருக்குள்ளார நம்ம ஜாலியா ஜமாய் பண்ணலாம். That is what. And we shall play a game of chess again. A power struggle. Okay, who is more powerful in the act of love making? Let's test that. அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப ஜாலியா பேசிக்கிறாங்க. See how love is made very cheap. How love making is looked upon as a very cheap act, as a game, just a pleasure seeking game. This is a modern perception of sex, whereas in the traditional sense, sex is seen as something spiritual act. Inga spiritual act ku vela illa, it's only a game. Okay, did you understand that, teachers? Now the scene shifts to a pub. ஒரு பப்ல வந்து நடக்கக்கூடிய சீன். What do you mean by pub, teachers? PUB? Maybe you can take it as a ale house. Pubன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். The modern sense, it's called a pub. It's a bar. And in the bar, there are a few ladies who are seated and they are taking liquor and they are speaking about their husbands. Did you understand that, teachers? Did you understand the context of the poem? Why are these ladies in the pub? அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கொஸ்டின் வருதா? இந்த போயம் படிக்கும்போது எனக்கும் வந்தது. நான் காலேஜ்ல இருந்தபோது இந்த கொஸ்டின்லாம் வந்தது. And then I started exploring a lot. You find there are a few ladies who are forming a community and they are discussing about one lady by name Lil. Who is the person about whom the ladies are talking about?
Lil.
Lil. Lil's husband. They are going to speak about Lil's husband. What happened to Lil's husband? Abdina? Lil's husband got demobbed. What do you mean by demobbed? If you are actually going to search for it, the meaning of demobbed means returning from military service. He was enrolled in the military and now he is going to get back from military. This is not the first time. He had been in the military several times because war was constantly taking place. அதனால அப்பப்போ மிலிட்டரிக்கு போவாரு, சர்வீஸ் முடிச்சு ரிட்டர்ன்ல வரும்போது இந்த லேடியை வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாரு? பிரெக்னென்ட் ஆக்கிட்டு போயிடுவார். That was what the man was doing. Now the information is shared clearly by the ladies. Lil's husband got demobbed and I said, I didn't mince my word. I said to her myself. அந்த லேடி சொல்றாங்க, நான் லில்லுகிட்டே சொல்லிட்டேன், உன் வீட்டுக்காரன் வீட்டுக்கு வராண்டி பாத்துக்க. வந்து என்ன பண்ண போறான்? உன்னை திருப்பியும் பிரெக்னென்ட் ஆக்க போறான். And you are going to suffer because of that. And as they are talking, it is late at night that the ladies are spending time in the bar. There is a barmaid who is actually giving a cautionary note. Enna, hurry up please, it's time. Time ஆயிடுச்சு ladies, get out. நைட்டு 11:30 மணி ஆயிடுச்சு, இதுக்கு மேல பெர்மிஷன் இல்லை நீங்க இங்க இருக்கிறதுக்கு. கிளம்புங்கன்னு அந்த அம்மா கதற போகுது. Barmaid is giving an alarm. Alarm number 1, alarm number 2, alarm number 3. 3 alarms are there. And then 4, 5. In the section la mottham, how many alarms are given by the barmaid? Appdi number question கேட்கலாம். How many times the barmaid gives alarm?
5 times.
5 times. நம்ம குடிமகன்கள் இந்த மாதிரி தான். நம்ம போறாங்க கிரீன் போர்டுக்கு போறாங்க, கிரீன் போர்டுல போய் உட்காந்து அந்த கிரீன் போர்டு கடை மூடுனாலும் பின்னாடி ஒரு இடம் இருக்கும், பார். சீப், வெரி அக்லி பார். அந்த பார்ல போய் அவன் உட்காந்துக்கிட்டு கிளம்பவே மாட்டான். அங்க பார்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய அட்டெண்டர் வந்து கூட சண்டை போட்டுட்டு இருப்பாங்க. அதே மாதிரி இங்க லேடிஸ் ஆர் தேர், தே ஆர் ட்ரிங்கிங். நவ் ஹூ இஸ் லில்ஸ் ஹஸ்பண்ட்? Lil's husband is a person by name Albert. And the ladies are advising Lil now. Ladies வந்து advise பண்றாங்க லில்லு கிட்ட. என்ன? Now Albert is coming back. Make yourself a bit smart. ஏன்டி இப்படி பித்துக்களி மாதிரி உட்கார்ந்துருக்கிற? நல்லாவே இல்லையே உன்னை பாக்குறதுக்கு. உன் புருஷன் வீட்டுக்கு வராண்டி, கொஞ்சம் அழகா உன்னை மேக்கப்லாம் பூட்டிட்டு go to some beauty parlor. Deck yourself and keep yourself prepared for the man. Okay, now look at the statement. He will want to know what you have done with the money he gave you to get yourself some teeth. அவளுக்கு பல்லெல்லாம் போயிருச்சு இந்த கிழவிக்கு. யாருக்கு? லில்லுக்கு பல்லெல்லாம் போயிருச்சு. அந்த பல்லெல்லாம் செட் பண்ணி நீட்டா வரிசைக்கிரமா பல்லெல்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சிருடி, நான் வரும்போது பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு ஆல்பர்ட் சொல்லி இருந்திருக்காரு. Now look at the way she is telling. He did. I was there. You have them all out, Lil, and get a nice set. And the pal set எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு வேற செட் வாங்கி போட்டுக்கோ, because the man wants to see you beautiful. Okay, now he said, I swear I cannot bear to look at you. This is vegetable love. The man loved the lady, only the physical aspect of the lady. He did not look into the emotions of the lady, the spiritual side of the lady. அவன் பார்க்கல. அவனுக்கு தேவை ஒய்ஃப் அழகா இருக்கணும். அப்ப அவன் பல்லு சரியில்லை, அந்த பல்லெல்லாம் சரி பண்ணி வச்சிருடி அப்படின்னு காசு கொடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்கிறான். Now look at the emotions of the other ladies. What is given here? And no more can't, I said, and think of poor Albert. He has been in the army 4 years. Look, one of the ladies telling, that fellow is a poor man. காஞ்சி போயிட்டு மிலிட்ரியில லேடி வாடையே இல்லாம, பெண்கள் வாடையே இல்லாம காஞ்சி போய் செக்ஸுக்காக ஏங்கி போய் வீட்டுக்கு வர போறான். After 4 years he wants a good time, and if you don't give it to him, நீ வந்து அவனுக்கு வேணுங்கிறத கொடுக்கலனா, அவனுக்கு என்ன தேவை? செக்ஸ் தேவை. நீ கொடுக்கலனா, there are others who will give it. The lady is cautioning Lil. நீ உன் புருஷனை நல்லா கவனிச்சுக்கலனா, அவனுக்கு தேவையான விஷயத்தை கொடுக்கறதுக்கு மற்ற லேடிஸ் இருக்கிறாங்க. Oh, is there? She said. Something over there, I said. Then I'll know who to thank, she said, and give me a straight look. Then again, the second time, the barmaid is cautioning. She is giving the alarm. Hurry up, please. It's time. If you don't like it, you can get on with, I said. Others can pick off and choose if you want. என்ன சொல்றா? If you don't like sex, there are people who love sex, which means the speaker is ready to volunteer. உனக்கு வேணாம்னா விட்டுரு, நான் இருக்கேன், ஆல்பர்ட்டுக்கு வேண்டியதை நான் கொடுக்குறேன். But if Albert makes off, it won't be for lack of telling. You ought to be ashamed, I said, to look so antique. And she is only 31. 31 வயசு தாண்டி உனக்கு ஆகுது. என்ன கிளவி மாதிரி உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கிற? நல்லா டெக் பண்ணிட்டு உன் ஹஸ்பண்ட் என்ன பண்ணல, ரிசீவ் பண்றதுக்கு தயாராயிடு. At 31 you look very ugly. Why did the lady look ugly? That is going to be described a little later. 31ல கிளவி மாதிரி ஏன் ஆயிட்ட அப்படிங்கும் போது அடுத்தது பின்னாடி அதுக்கான எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் வருது. I can't help it, she said, pulling a long face. It's them pills I take and bring it off, she said. Okay, what is this pill? It's nothing but contraceptive pills. The author is having a dig on contraceptive measures which were popularized during the early part of the 19th century. கருத்தடை மாத்திரைகள் which did havoc to women. கரு உறக்கூடாது, ஏற்கனவே 5 பிள்ளைங்க ஆயிடுச்சு, இதுக்கு மேலையா அப்படின்ற விஷயம் வரும் பொழுது அந்த லேடிஸ் என்ன பண்றாங்க, they start taking pills because the men look at women only for as a child bearing machine or a pleasure giving tool. But who is the ultimate sufferer? It is not the man but a woman. அப்ப அந்த woman என்ன பண்ணிருக்கா, she has taken contraceptive pills. மாத்திரையா வாங்கி வாங்கி போதிருக்கா, கரு கலைப்பு மாத்திரை. அந்த கரு கலைப்பு மாத்திரையினால அவ கிளவி மாதிரி ஒரு அப்பியரன்ஸ் வந்துருச்சு. Did you understand the teachers? How many children did the lady have, Lil? Do you find it here on the screen? She had 5 children already, and while giving birth to the last boy, the 5th boy by name George, she was almost dead, and she was born again. The chemist said, it ought to be all right, and I will be never the same. அந்த மாத்திரை சாப்பிட்டதுனால தாண்டி நான் இப்படி கிளவி மாதிரி ஆயிட்டேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு லில் வந்து மற்ற லேடிஸ் கிட்ட சொல்றாங்க. Are you listening that, teachers?
Yes, sir.
Look at the next one. And the ladies are advising her. You are a proper fool, I said. Well, if Albert won't leave you alone, there it is, I said. Okay, what you get married for if you don't want children? உனக்கு குழந்தை வேணாம் அப்படின்னா எதுக்குடி நீ கல்யாணம் பண்ற அப்படின்னு அவங்களுக்கு கொஸ்டின் கேட்கும்போது the barmaid again comes. Hurry up please, it's time madam, it's getting very much late. But the ladies are not ready to go because they are unhappy, so they are taking liquor. மடக்குன்னு எடுத்து உள்ள விட்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இந்த இடத்தை விட்டு போக விருப்பம் இல்லையா? if they go home, it's going to be a troublesome place for them. They are going to be mentally tortured. Okay, now look at the description. Well, Sunday Albert was home. They had a hot gammon. Gammon means a soup made of the hind legs of a pig. Okay, Sunday Albert வந்திருந்தாரு. She is recalling. அப்போ நாங்க வந்து அந்த பன்னிக்கால் சூப்பு சாப்பிட்டோம், and அவருக்கு எனர்ஜி அதிகமாயி அவர் என்ன பண்ணாரு, என்ன பண்ணணுமோ அதெல்லாம் பண்ணாரு. Okay, and they asked me in to dinner and get the beauty of it hot, and then comes the lady to hurry up. And the barmaid வந்து சொல்றாங்க, hurry up please, it's time, please it's time. And now everybody is the lady Lil is saying, good night Bill, good night love, good night May, good night Tata, good night, good night, good night ladies, good night sweet ladies, good night night அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு she is going out. The lady is going out, and the author is actually becoming allusive to say that the lady had been mixing poison into alcohol, and she is about to destroy herself. So she is giving the final goodbye to her friends. அவ என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, உட்காந்து யாருக்கும் தெரியாம கொஞ்சம் சரக்குல பாய்சன். நம்ம ஊர்லன்னா லேடிஸ் வந்து என்ன பண்றாங்க, எலிமருந்தை கலந்து சாம்பார்ல வச்சு சாப்பிட்டுட்டு செத்துடுறாங்க. அங்க சரக்குல என்ன பண்றாங்க, பாய்சனை கலந்து. Finally she is giving the goodbye message, because I cannot bear it any longer. Life is becoming very troublesome. So the author is borrowing one line from the play Hamlet by William Shakespeare, where Ophelia gives the final monologue, and the monologue ends with this line, good night ladies, good night sweet ladies, good night, good night அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவ என்ன பாட்டு பாடிக்கிட்டே அந்த ஷாலோ பாண்டுல she will drown herself. So Lil becomes a tragic character. Are you there, teachers? Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will break here and restart because we are getting into the next section. Are you able to follow